Hi, I'm Rolf Perlis with Shooter's Paradise. We have a list of 10 things that we teach our students that we believe are critical in identifying a dangerous situation where you might be facing a threat. Situational awareness is thrown about as a term that we all need to be aware of what's going on around us. You have to keep your head on a swivel. All these things are very true, but they're not enough by themselves. I found that out the hard way. You need to know what it is you're looking at. If you can identify what is actually dangerous behavior, you'll act. But if you see the behavior and it doesn't register that that is actually dangerous behavior, you might not act and you might fall into the web of the criminal. So in this video, this is our 5th video, we're going to be looking at following or mirroring. That's item number 7 in our list of 10. Following or mirroring. So it's daunting to be on the streets of a big city and be passing people constantly, and to be aware that at any moment one of these people passing you may take a knife and stick it in your stomach. You could die right there, just walking down the street. That is a horrible thing to think about, absolutely overwhelming. And if that thought has happened to me while I'm walking down the street of any big city, well, I'm going to be in a state of pure adrenalized terror as I go down the street and go about my day. No one wants that. That's not beneficial in any way, shape, or form. So if I can identify warning signs, then I can check people off the list and identify, no, just that's normal behavior, that's abnormal, but it's not dangerous. So that's dangerous, I need to go the other way. So by knowing what to look for, we can actually live a much more peaceful life. And it's not something that you have to spend tons of time studying. When you know about these things, it stands out like a sore thumb to you. It's like they're walking down the street waving a red flag. And you're like, does no one else see this? Oh my goodness, right? So, very important, following and mirroring. What following is so I'm walking down the sidewalk and I've got a guy behind me who is moving at the same speed I am, and he's keeping a uniform distance behind me. And I can check on this because there's a lot of mirrored surfaces as I go down the street. Every car that's parked on the side of the street has mirrors. Its windows will reflect. The shiny surface of the car will reflect like a mirror. The store windows, as I pass them, they make good mirrors. You can see, if you look, you can see what's beside you, behind you, and so on without actually turning around and looking. A little secret squirrel tip there for you there. A little spy knowledge. So, following, a guy pacing himself to follow along behind me. When I stop, he stops. When I go, he goes. When I speed up, he speeds up. That's a major warning sign. If I pass a person, we pass on the street, and then he does a U-turn to fall in line behind me and follow me, that's a major warning sign, right? And there's some other things too that I'll be looking for, because I'm not going to take serious action on one thing alone. If somebody's following me, I will divert what I'm doing to see if I can verify, because now I'm concerned. So now I'll verify, and if I see a couple more indicators, I'm out of there. So mirroring would be, I'm walking down a street, it's dark, obviously I'm a little heightened in my awareness, and I see someone coming toward me down the street, way down the street. Well, I don't want to pass this individual alone because it's no longer a busy sidewalk because it's nighttime. So what I might do is cross the street to the other side of the street and continue down the sidewalk on that side of the street. Well, if that individual coming toward me crosses also, now we have a problem because they have mirrored my direction, my activity there. And when I see that, that's a serious indicator. That's a warning sign right there when somebody mirrors what I do. That also includes, as I'm walking down the street, they're following me along on the other side of the street. I speed up, they speed up. I slow down, they slow down. So mirroring can also be following alongside. It doesn't just have to be facing like that. There's many different ways this can be put into motion. This is a serious warning sign. I'll mention also another time in my life I dealt with large amounts of cash. And when I would go into a bank to cash a large check, what I would do is have previously scouted my route I would take to leave the bank. I would find a little subdivision real close where when I pulled out of the bank, I could go into the subdivision that I had already driven and I knew was clear, and I would make 4 right turns or 4 left turns when I left the bank. Because there is no reason for a person to follow you through 4 right turns, which makes a complete circle, unless they are following you. So that is a good way to tell if you have a follower. But don't ever pull off your main thoroughfare to test this in a place where you do not know you have 4 clear turns to make. Because then you can end up trapped in a dead end that you didn't expect that was there. That would be very bad. So this can also apply with driving. You know, you can use this in multiple ways. We're really limited only by our imagination. And this warning sign of following is pretty darn serious. If I was an individual who was driving home late at night and I thought somebody was following me and I thought maybe this is a bad situation, and I knew that I could make 4 right turns and the road would be clear, I might do that. If they followed me through those 4 turns, I would be calling 911. I have somebody following me. I think that would be a very prudent thing to do. So our 7th item here in what to look for with situational awareness, specific things to look for, is following and mirroring. These 2 things are pretty serious warning signs. I hope that you found this information helpful, and I hope that you will follow along. And if you haven't seen some of the other videos, you'll take a look on our Facebook page. You'll see all this stuff there. Have a great day.